Hello, welcome to my channel. So this case I found really interesting, okay? And I think you will too. Okay, on March 16th in 1988, Chatham County, Georgia, they found a man, estimated age range to be 20 to 30 years old. And that's just an estimate. Height measured is 5'10". Can't estimate weight. And when they cannot estimate weight, you're thinking, oh, well, they must have died a long time before. No estimated year of death, no estimated PMI. But he has a recognizable face, which means he must have just died. So, white or Hispanic male. This is important. White or Hispanic male, 5'10", floating in a 3 foot by 3 foot by 6 foot bait well, like used on a charter boat. That's also important. Died of hypothermia in water about 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Why was he in water that was 50 degrees Fahrenheit long enough to die of hypothermia? Wearing black and red plaid hunting shirt and blue jeans. No shoes or socks. Isn't that strange? All parts recovered. Recognizable face, but they didn't put a picture here. Brown hair, mustache, brown eyes. White shirt hanging on the side of the bait well. That's also important, I believe. Now, let's go look for any missing persons. And remember, if you had a loved one or family member or anybody that you know that went missing in Georgia in 1988, make sure the investigators entered them in NamUs. Make sure their case file, something didn't happen to it. It didn't get, like in a flood or a fire or tornado or something didn't happen to it. Okay, and if you can't get them into NamUs, try to get them in the Doe Network or the Charlie Project or both. So who's the first missing person I come across? Aldo Andricain. I think that's how you pronounce it. He went missing, it says April 7th, 1988, which is about a month after, 3 weeks after this person was found. I'm wondering if they have the dates wrong. I don't know when they reported him missing or when it was put into NamUs, but to me, this seems like it has to be him. He went missing from North Miami Beach, Florida. He was 33 years old, which is pretty close to 20 or 30, 5'10" to 6 foot tall. I would say he was probably 5'10" because I really believe this is him, and I think you will too. Race, ethnicity, white, Caucasian, Hispanic, Latino, right? Let's look at a picture of him. Here he is, wearing a white shirt and holding a fishing pole. What did they say? There was a white shirt hanging on the side of the bait well, right? And they said that the bait well is like that used on a charter boat. Well, let's see what other information they have about him. He last spoke to his family, it says April 7th, 1988. I'm wondering if they're guessing the date or if they have it wrong. I wonder if it might have been March 7th. He has not been seen or heard from since. The vehicle that he was driving, a 1986 Ford 250 pickup truck, was later found parked at the Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport. He may have been traveling to New York. Travel is unconfirmed. Mr. Andricain worked as a first mate on charter boats. He worked as a first mate on charter boats. And why is that important? Because this man, who was white or Hispanic male, was found floating in a 3 foot by 3 foot by 6 foot bait well, like used on a charter boat. And he was a first mate on charter boats. And he frequented the marinas and Sunny Isles and Haulover area. He was also known to visit the city of, I don't know how to pronounce that, Hialeah or something, I don't know. He was 33 years old at the time that he disappeared. So wonder if he was supposed to be traveling to New York by a charter boat. He may have been traveling to New York. Maybe he was on a charter boat and not flying, right? Because he usually worked as a charter boat. Brown hair, brown eyes, medium length, wavy, usually clean shaven, but this man did have a mustache. Brown hair, brown eyes, and a mustache. So maybe he had a mustache at the time. And it mentions other things like he had burn scars on arms and legs, one false front tooth, tan lines on face from daily sun exposure. I just find this unreal that this man went missing at this time and he worked on charter boats. And here we have this John Doe on a charter boat. So I can't see how it could be anybody else. I really don't. But we'll look at 2 more people. We have Huey Robert Fulton Jr. went missing in March of 1988 from Somerville, South Carolina, 29 years old, 5'9". It really doesn't give us any information. He did have brown hair and brown eyes. And then we also have this man, William Joseph Davis, from Brandon, Florida, went missing April 1988, 5'8", 135 pounds. So he's a little bit too short. Last seen leaving his real estate office. You can pause this and read it if you want to. He showed a man a house in the Woodbury Estate subdivision in the 900 block of Winchester Court. Never been heard from again, but his car was found parked in front of his own home with his checkbook under the armrest. Brown hair, brown eyes. So, and he went missing from Florida. And it says foul play is suspected. I can't really read that. But, so, if you can see it, good luck. I can't. I don't know if I could zoom in on it better. Oh, there you go. Foul play is suspected in the disappearance of Coldwell Banker real estate agent who has been missing 10 days. William Joseph Davis, age 31, of 906 Delaney Circle, apartment 103, was reported last seen April 12th, leaving his office at 775 West Lambston Road. Hillsborough Sheriff's Captain Gary Terry said. Since that time, Terry said Thursday sheriff's investigators have learned that Davis, a bachelor, was seen at a vacant house at 918 Winchester Court later on the 12th. Evidence discovered in the yellow brick home in the Woodbury Estate subdivision suggests that possible foul play may be involved, Terry said. We have evidence that some type of struggle has taken place in the house. However, he refused to be specific, saying we have some information, but it is sketchy. One deputy said Thursday that blood was found in the house. So then there's a picture of him. They're hoping somebody comes forward with information. Co-workers became concerned when he didn't show up for work on April 13th. He was reported missing from his Charleston Landing apartment at Providence and Lemston Roads by his mother, Anna Davis of Tampa, Terry said. Anyway, they searched his car and apartment. However, they did not find any leads. So if you have any information about him, please contact authorities. But tell me what you think. Do you think this John Doe from Chatham County, Georgia, is this man? I think it is. But that's just speculation. Don't forget to pray for his family and his loved ones. Feel free to leave comments and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.